Ambassador Pereira, we are eager to learn from your diplomatic experience in building collaborative relationships across the continent and your personal efforts in building networks of women leaders while you're here. Thank you for being with us today. I'd like to welcome you to the stage.
What I learned here when I came to Botswana, and I didn't know before, is that Sub-Saharan Africa has the highest level of female entrepreneurs in the world. You have been contributing to women's economic empowerment and growth and participation, job creation, and overall development and achieving sustainable development goals. These are all objectives that the European Union is also promoting and supporting. Narrowing the gender gap can increase the GDP in emerging markets and developing economies by almost 8%. And fully closing the gender gap can lift the GDP in those countries by over 20%. And that is massive.
It's the Awec session and we are on day 3 and we're just from an amazing, exciting day, morning session, and we've had an opportunity to hear from a majority of sector players in our panel today.
Our panel discussion, as Dawn has already framed, is about collaboration is the new competition. And I think often we've been raised, or I would say cultured in a way when we're building our businesses, that we need to compete. That we need to look at our competitors, we need to see where we are in a ranking perhaps, or tier in our particular segment. But this discussion is the polar opposite. How can we pool our resources? How can we build stronger partnerships? And I think that's also come across in a lot of the learning labs and the discussions we've had prior.
Alpha Direct, we are a homegrown Botswana-based insurance underwriter. You need to collaborate. If you want to be successful, if you want to see your dream become a reality, you need to learn to collaborate. Who you collaborate with, how you collaborate with them, when you collaborate with them is really up to you. But I feel the spirit of collaboration needs to be there for entrepreneurs to be successful.
And what I picked from the 10 years of our experience in business, he mentioned that it takes a village to raise children. But it takes an ecosystem to raise our business or for the business to grow. So as women, we need to look for aspects of collaboration and partnerships so that we can grow our businesses, and then also we need to disrupt our markets.
Many of us female entrepreneurs on the African continent start our businesses as a result of being beaten up financially by so many things. So we get into the business space with a negative starting position.
I mean, that's a sad reality. And we know that being women, we are the pillars of every household. So as policymakers, we have conversations, with the regulators, being the banks, like, I know you're in the business for making sure that you're borrowing prudently, but, you need to accommodate the women. So this is why when ABSA would have a share account, I will be on the program to endorse that we've given it thought that this is what is going to address what women need. So we're intentional again, let's have forums where we've had partnerships with, I'll maybe name European Business University, we've had partnership with Queen's University, and we're about to have a partnership with Awec. We had that conversation yesterday, but we'll write with Chris. So we will be looking at that.
Partnership with Awec, did we hear that?
As a ministry.
Thank you.
Today I was part of financing for partnerships, and it was an eye-opening session as I learned to ensure that in all partnerships I try as much as possible to come out with 50-50.
The session that stood out for me so far is the win-win partnership agreements.
It opened my eyes to the information that we need to put in agreements.
Entrepreneurs understanding what they bring to a table when they are looking at establishing partnerships with others.
Hey! and running your business are affecting people's lives positively. We need you. The world needs you. I'm not asking you to be a global leader. I'm just asking you to be a positive impact. And that's what Awec's mission is all about.
Continue African women fighting for us. Continue African women